Hello, welcome to Gurukul's CAT 100 series, a series that's designed specifically to take you from your study room to the corporate boardroom. I am Prady Sharma and this is Verbal Mastery with Prady. Hello everyone and welcome back to day 72 of our 100 days to CAT test series powered by the Gurukul. In case you want to take this passage as a test, all you've got to do is go on to www.thegurukul.org.in and register for the 100 days to CAT test series. If you want to follow along with this video, then this is your paragraph number 1. Pause the video here, read this paragraph, and then we'll move on to the second paragraph. This is your paragraph number 2. Pause the video here, read this paragraph, and then we're going to go into the third paragraph. This is your paragraph number 3. Pause the video here, read this paragraph, and then we're going to go into the questions of this passage. This is your question number 1. Pause the video here, answer this question, and then we'll move on to the second question. This is your question number 2. Pause the video here, answer this question, and then we'll move on to the third question. This is your question number 3. Pause the video here, answer this question, and then we'll move on to the fourth question. This is your question number 4. This is your last question. So pause the video here, answer this question, and once you're done, comment down your answers in the comment box. Let's check your answers at the end of the passage and question explanations. What does this passage talk about? Cloud storage is defined as the storage of data online in the cloud, wherein a company's data is stored and accessible from multiple distributed and connected resources that comprise the cloud. Cloud computing is on the rise. Consumers and businesses alike are relying on it for storage. So basically, what do I understand? Okay, so when we are talking about cloud storage, the storage is somewhere else. Okay, it's not at the same location as the user, it is somewhere else. And who is this good for? This is good for people who are having multiple, distributed and connected resources, right? And what else do I get from this? That both consumers and businesses are using it similarly. The large scalability, reliability, good global accessibility, and wide selection of prices and security makes it a must-have when looking for off-site storage. So I see that there are 5 advantages mentioned for cloud. Correct? What are those advantages? The advantages are large scalability, reliability, global accessibility, and wide selection of prices and security. Right? So these are the 5 advantages that we have. Yes, it provides the benefits of strong protection for data backup, archival and disaster recovery purposes, and lower overall storage costs as a result of not having to purchase, manage, and maintain expensive hardware. Individuals or businesses trying to expand or improve their storage can and usually do choose cloud above other options. So individuals who want to, expand or do more with their hardware without having to spend so much, they prefer cloud. So let's go into the second part of the paragraph. There are many benefits to using cloud storage. Most notable is file accessibility. Files stored in the cloud can be accessed at any time from any place, so long as you have internet access and login credentials. So all you need is internet access and you can get your files no matter where you are. From different countries and different devices, you always have access to your storage. You do not need to worry about the possibility of losing data because of this. Another benefit is that cloud storage, provides organizations with off-site backups of data, which reduces costs associated with disaster recovery. So even if something were to go wrong at your office, even if your systems get malfunctioned or something, you will not lose your data. The cloud simply puts your storage somewhere else. Instead of keeping it on a local system such as your own home computer, you have it available through an online storage system. The storage is in another system housed and maintained by a separate company. These companies make sure that the data remains secure and accessible for their clients to avoid leaks or security risks if someone were to gain access to the system. So basically what's happening, it's just not on your system. The data is just not on your system. It's stored somewhere else by another company and they give you access to your data. And they make sure that there's no leaks. They make sure that your data is secure. No one gains access to that data unless they have the login credentials and everything. Yes, you can keep all files, photos, and whatever else you upload on the cloud storage without fear. Now, let's go to the last part of the passage. There's no one size fits all with cloud storage. Even if everyone has the same cloud app, the available storage and pricing will differ. That means what? Depending on your need, you will have your own pricing. There's no one plan for everyone. Some services provide business-specific cloud storage options that come at a price, while others provide free services that target everyday consumers. Sometimes consumer-targeted cloud storage will have premium options with monthly or yearly costs and a bigger storage capacity. So basically what he's saying, some of these cloud storage options by some companies might be really expensive, some might be extremely free. Okay, and these free things target consumers mostly, and the paid services are targeted for businesses. Sometimes if you're using cloud too much, if your storage needs are a lot, then maybe you'll have to pay a monthly or an yearly cost. There are many benefits to using cloud storage. However, cloud storage does have the potential for security and compliance concerns that are not associated with traditional storage systems. So here he tells me that, okay, everything is not just hunky-dory with cloud storage systems. Okay, there are some kind of, security and compliance issues when we are talking about cloud storage versus traditional storage. So what is traditional storage? Traditional storage is just keeping your data backed up onto your own system, keeping your data on your hard drives, everything, physically with you, right? If you're unfortunately, the biggest disadvantage to cloud storage is that users are limited by bandwidth. What do I mean by users are limited by bandwidth? If your internet connection is slow or unstable, then you will not have access to cloud. You'll have problems accessing your cloud. Okay, organizations that require large amount of storage may also find costs increase significantly after the first few gigabytes of data stored. That means for less amount of data, cloud becomes a very, very good option, but as and when your data usage increases a lot, it's going to become costly for you. Now that we've understood this passage, let's get into the questions of this passage. So question number 1 says, which of the following options about cloud storage is not supported by the passage? So which of these is not given in the passage? A, data is stored in and accessible from multiple connected resources that comprise the cloud. This is what we've seen in the first paragraph. So this has been given. B, with cloud computing, you can save substantial capital costs with zero in-house server storage and application requirements. Yes, you don't need to have anything by yourself. Some third party, some other company is going to manage everything for you, right? So this is also given. See, the cloud provides a conventional storage capacity to all businesses and organizations. Now see, there's nothing conventional, there's nothing traditional about cloud, and it does not do it for all business organizations, right? So because of these two things, I think that this has not been supported in the passage. Now D, the advantages of cloud storage are scalability, global accessibility, and wide selection of prices. Yes, this is also told to us in the passage. So the obvious one option that's not been told to us in the passage is option C. So that will be our correct answer. Now let's go to the question number 2. What can be concluded from the passage? Cloud storage is ideal for consumers and enterprises with wide storage availability. Yes, obviously, that's what he's told in the last part, right? If you have a lot of data and if you are looking to expand and all, then obviously cloud storage is for you. Cloud storage is as good as traditional storage systems. To be very honest, yes, it's as good as, but very, very specifically speaking, it's better than traditional, storage systems. That's what he's told us multiple times over the passage. So definitely this is not going to be my answer. C, cloud storage is risky and should not be used for storing important data. Now, he's told us that you can store whatever you want, photos, files, documents, anything without fear, right? So that invalidates this part of the answer. D, none of the above. Obviously, I found that A fits well as a conclusion, right? So it's not going to be none of the above. The perfect answer for us will become A. Now let's go into the third question. Which among the following weakens the concept of cloud storage? So if this were true, would cloud storage actually become a disadvantage is the question. So A, cloud storage is a rich resource for both hackers and national security agencies. Obviously, if you dump all your data onto the internet, okay, there's a good chance that people outside could spy on your data, could take control of your data. So if this were true, it would weaken the concept of cloud storage. B, companies are not permanent. The services and products they provide can change. Obviously, if a company shuts down and you have to get your access to your data, then it'll be a hassle. Okay, imagine this, you bought a bike from somewhere and that company is completely gone now. Who will service your bike? Okay, this is also weakening the concept of a cloud storage, because this would not happen if you had your own hard drive, right? If you had your own hard drive, there's only one price, you'll only keep all your data. So obviously this is also weakening the concept of cloud storage. C, offsite backups of data is efficacious for archival and disaster recovery purposes. Now this is not weakening the concept of cloud storage. In fact, it is strengthening the concept of cloud storage. So for me, A and B are weakening the concept of cloud storage, which means D should be the perfect option. Now let's go to the last question of this passage. Individuals or businesses trying to expand or improve their storage can and usually do choose cloud above the other option. So which of the following can be assumed from the above statement? So what can I understand from this statement is what he's asking. Storing a strong internet connection is prerequisite for uninterrupted sharing of files. Now, from this statement, this is not what I can understand. Here he's saying that we need a good internet connection, but what are we getting over here? We are saying that as we are trying to grow, as we are trying to expand or improve, we have to choose cloud. So obviously it's not going to be A. B, running a data center requires expertise in physical infrastructure management. This is completely an irrelevant option. I mean, see, when you're trying to improve your business, you could also be an individual and you're trying to improve your storage, right? So for that, you don't need to have expertise in running data centers. So obviously not B. C. As your business grows, you need a modern approach to data storage. Yes, as you improve, then the best option for you becomes cloud. So C could be a good answer. D says cloud is not bound by regulatory or legal framework. This is an out of scope option. This has nowhere been mentioned at all in the passage, right? So for us, the best possible answer now becomes C. So C should be our correct answer. Now, if you watched this video till here, please do not forget to hit that like button, because that motivates us a lot to keep bringing these videos for you. Share this with your friend who is trying to prepare for CAT 2025 but does not have enough resources. This is a very good resource for them to prepare from. Subscribe to this channel and I'll see you in the next video.
Hope you enjoyed learning from today's session.
This series is designed to help you with your CAT preparation and practice daily. We are with you in this journey.
To watch the next video, click here. And to watch Gurukul's CAT 100 series, study room to boardroom, the entire playlist, click here.
If you learned from today's session, like, share, and subscribe.